Hi, this is Kight with AS Photography, and we're talking about selecting the lens for the right project. When you're doing different types of photography, you're going to need different types of lenses. Of course, super wide angle lens, a fisheye lens will give you that kind of course, fisheye look, like you're looking through a door hole. Useful for things when you want to give that special look to an image. It's used a lot of times in, let's say, snowboarding or skateboarding images, something like that, where you have to be really close to the image, the subject, but you want to get a broad scope of what's going on at the same time. Then you move further down the line, and you go to things like a what they call a normal lens or a 50mm lens, and that's your basic lens for just about everything you want to shoot. This camera has the 50mm lens on the front of it. It is just a good overall lens. The only thing I would not use this lens for is something like portrait photography. You want to use a longer lens in portrait photography, for one, because you can blur out the background with a longer lens. You can do that with this too, but the features on a face will look a little different using this. They'll look a little bit wider in that sort of a setting than with a longer lens. So if you have the opportunity, you want to use a longer lens, say something like this. This one is a 80-200, or if you want to go for something where you're doing sports photography, something where you have to reach far out to get somebody, this one isn't bad. This is an 80-400 lens, and it will really reach out and grab somebody. Of course, they have larger lenses than this. They have fixed lenses that will shoot things. You can get up to 500, 600mm lenses. Those are the big boys that you see at football games, stadiums, and things like that, where they're shooting all the way across the field, and they're fixed lenses. You have no control over zooming in and out. So that's another issue you want to think about when you're shooting. Are you going to need to zoom in and out on your subject? For example, if you're shooting, let's say, Little League baseball, you're going to want something where you shoot, you have an let's say the 80-400 there is your perfect lens for that. One, because you can zoom in, you can pull the lens back, and you can get fairly close up. And then when the little guys are out in the outfield, you can zoom all the way in and get them in the outfield, and they still are fairly big in your image. They're not like 3 pixels in the far distance, and they would definitely not blow up well. You want to be able to pull them in using glass, not using, say, Photoshop or something like that. So to choose the right lens for the project dictates what you want to do, and it's really up to you. I mean, your vision, your project.